Hey, braces update. Today is December 21st. I go in later for my first adjustment. So they're actually going to take the wires off and do a full evaluation for cavities. So I went in about a month ago and had them look because I knew I saw a cavity and I have another issue with a tooth. And so that one does have a cavity and the other one does as well. And they said I most likely need a root canal. But I don't want a root canal. I've looked up all the health issues that could arise because of a root canal. And so I'm going to ask some options that they can do for me. And so this is going to be my first braces adjustment. So after that, they're going to put the wires back on. And so I'm looking forward to that, but nervous. So this is what my teeth look like right now. So I definitely got a bigger gap in here since starting. And then these have straightened out some. And then these are bent in. So when I went in a month ago for them to look at my teeth, I went in because those were leaning in so much, and I'm like, is that normal? And then had them check the other teeth for cavities. And then they said that's normal. I can't remember the term they used, but they're going to halfway in, a year down the road, they're going to put the brackets on the second molar back, then align everything. There was a term that they used. I can't remember. Maybe if they tell me today, I'll update on that as well. But yeah, a little nervous, but I'm glad I'm finally at this appointment. So I will update when I get back. Hey, so it's been a few days since my full cavity evaluation and first braces adjustment. So today is Saturday, which means it is Christmas Eve. So happy Christmas Eve if you're watching today. So I went in on Wednesday to have my first braces adjustment. And so for the cavity evaluation, they had to take the wire off. So they took the rubber bands off and they were in a crisscross pattern. And now they're just in a circle, and I'll explain that later, why it's like that. So, so they took all the rubber bands off, took the wire off. It was just a little tension, didn't last very long. And then they went in and they took lots of x-rays. They found several cavity starts, which they want to work on. And so one thing I would say, I would totally recommend, is having a full evaluation for cavities. So I had my teeth cleaned a couple months earlier than having the braces placed on. And so, the normal checking for cavities, just with tools. And then when I went to the orthodontist, they did a full scan of my teeth with x-rays of my teeth, but they didn't specifically look for cavities. But I would totally recommend going to your regular dentist and having them do a full evaluation for cavities. One of the reasons why is because when they're going to work on these cavities in 6 weeks, they're going to work on some of them, they're going to have to take the brackets off. And so that's just going to be extra work. So I'll have to go to their dentistry side of stuff. First I'm going to go to the orthodontist side of the business, and they're going to take the brackets off. Then I'm going to go have my teeth worked on, get the cavities removed. Then I'm going to go back and have them put the brackets back on. So that's going to be a little bit of a thing. So, but yeah, so I talked to them about my root canal with the research that I've done. There's multiple articles on different dentists, orthodontists doing research on the connection of cancer and root canals. It's pretty scary. So I've had grandparents that have had cancer, and so I'm doing everything that I can to prevent cancer if I can. What I know, I'm going to do my best to try to avoid that. So with knowing that information, I was like, is there any way around doing a root canal? So they decided that I can have them just take the cavity out, which is pretty deep. When I went in last time, they took a picture of just 2 of my teeth, and they saw, or really just focused on those 2 teeth, and they showed me how close the cavity is to my root. So there's still a possibility that I need a root canal, but we're going to do our best to make sure that I won't need it. So they plan to take that out, and they're just going to put a crown on top of that. And if I do need a root canal later down the road, they said they can go through the crown to do the root canal. So my next adjustment is going to be in 6 weeks, and they were talking about doing this side of my mouth and working on all the cavities, and then 6 weeks later, then working on this side of my mouth. So 12 weeks before they would work on my tooth that needs the crown. So I don't know. I might want to have them just do the teeth that are most important about getting fixed first, rather than one side of the mouth and the other side of the mouth. So they're gonna have to take the brackets off when they do that. So then let's see. So then once we got through all of that evaluation and giving me the price of all of that, which is crazy. But I'm looking into insurance because I need to get new insurance, and hopefully that will really cover. So then they put the wire, measured a new wire, went up 1 gauge. And so that we started with the very smallest, like thinnest gauge they had. So we went up 1. So that, the tension, it wasn't that bad. It was just like maybe a little tension. I was so surprised because I've listened to different people on YouTube and people I know in person, and they're like, ooh, it's worse when you have your first adjustment than when they first put it on, and you can like possibly not be able to eat really well for the first few days just from all the tension on your teeth. But it's been good. I've been so blessed. I was praying that it'd be good, and it's been good so far. So if all of my adjustments are this way, that's fine. Like, it was just a little tension at first, so I am totally thankful for that. So yeah, next adjustment, 6 weeks. I will keep you guys updated on anything in between. And so yeah, I did take pictures last night of my teeth, the progress of my teeth, and so I will place those pictures at the end of this video. So I was saying earlier about how the bands are. So the bands before were crisscrossed over the bracket, but now they just put on in a circle. So the lady said she likes to do it old school, the lady that put my measured my new wire and put the bands on. So the last time, or really the first time I had it, was crisscrossed, and it was just the rubber band like thing. But this time she put wire, so she wire wrapped it. So she put really thin wire. So she put, the normal wire, and then she put a really thin wire and wrapped it, and then pushed the extra towards my teeth, and then she just put the rubber band over it. And she said that if one of the rubber bands pops off but the metal wire is still there, it's fine, it's good to go. So I'm like, okay. So yeah, with the wire there, it is a little more weird for flossing because your floss gets stuck on it because it's just kind of like pointing in, but it's not that bad. So yeah, trying to keep, I know there's different things that I can do to help not get cavities, like, watch my sugar, which is kind of hard around the holidays when everybody's giving you Christmas cookies and stuff, which is really yummy, but tempting to eat. But yeah, so I know that switching with, like, for 5 minutes with coconut oil is supposed to really help, like, it's called oil pooling, and take any, like, things that might be the start of a cavity, or like the very beginning, like prevent cavities. So I'm doing that now as well. It's just trying to keep up real good hygiene. So yeah, so next braces adjustment, my second one, will be in 6 weeks. So I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Talk to you soon. Bye.